Hey guys, I'm Dustin. This is Get Some Dirt Time. Today I wanted to talk to you about flour sacks. Um, they come in a stack. You'll find them. You can find them at Walmart by your towels, dish towels. It'll look like this right here. I know the camera's flipped, so it looks backwards. I'm sorry about that. They're 100% cotton, 28 inches by 29 inches. So they're a little over 2 foot by 2 foot. Now, they come shock white. I mean, white as white can be. You have a couple choices. You can dye them with REET dye, or RIT dye, or RITE dye, or however you want to say it. I don't care. The dye you can get over by laundry detergent and stuff. You can dye it with that. You can dye it greens, reds, blue, whatever colors suit your fancy. Or you can use natural dyes, like black walnut. The hulls of a black walnut tree will dye this. It's like a grayish brownish color. I mean, my shirt is slate gray, so you can see how close it is. It's like a light gray or a brown. The longer you leave it in the dye, the darker it is, of course. So, what can you do? Why do this? Oh well, I've got a bandana that I keep in my pocket. I've got I go to the store and I'll buy a yard of fabric that's only $5. When this whole this 5 of these is $5. Every package is like $5 or $6. But what the stuff you get in the store does not have is finished edges. This will keep from fraying. I mean, it's fairly robust stuff. I like the finished edge on them. I don't want to have to cut them. I don't want to have to fold them over and pleat the edges. That's too much work for my taste. $6 for 5 of those is worth it to me. So I buy them. Two things. One, they're not very absorbent. They don't hold a lot of moisture. They'll keep sweat out of your eyes, and if you want to dip them in some water, they'll hold water, but they don't hold it as much as say like terry cloth or a dish towel or something. Even cotton from a store. But what they do is they dry very quickly. So if you're really super sweaty, you can throw them over a tree branch or something and it'll dry out pretty quick. Tie it on your backpack or just drape it over your back and while you're walking in the sun and it'll dry it out pretty quick. One thing that I really like about them is for keeping sun and bugs off the back of my neck. Simply just throw it over your back, boom. And you can keep sun, wind, bugs. It's great for keeping ticks out of the back of your shirt. As you can see, it covers quite a bit of your back. So if you're wearing like a tank top or something, and you start to get burned, you can protect yourself that way. Also, I know some guys like to break up their silhouette when they're hunting or turkey hunting or just deer hunting or whatever, and you can easily just drape this across yourself while you're sitting down in a blind or something, and bring it to break up your silhouette a little bit, leaning against a tree to break up that distinctive human telltale sign. Also, what I like to do is I'll roll them up, throw them on, boom. Keep the cold off my neck. I live in the Appalachian Mountains in southeastern Kentucky, and it doesn't get very cold down here. I'm from Wisconsin originally, so winters down here, everybody's wearing like North Face down parkas, and I'm walking around in a long sleeve t-shirt and a sweatshirt, or not even that, just a Carhartt sweatshirt and a t-shirt underneath, and everyone's like, "Where's your jacket?" I'm wearing it. This is my jacket. But one thing I do have to do is, no matter how cold it is or how warm it is, I got to make sure that the back of my neck doesn't get cold. helmet to helmet injuries. You know, I've fallen on my head quite a few times, stuff like that. I'm not very graceful. Well, yeah, I'm not very graceful. So that's a biggie why I keep these all the time, so I can just throw it on up here, psh, done. If I'm getting cold, you know, I can throw this around here and put this up on my head, and then make a hat out of it, and even take it down below my ears and cover my ears and part of my neck a little bit, you know, and it'll help keep me warm. The nice thing about these is if you get them out of the dryer while they're dry and you fold them up, you can fold them down really fairly small. You know, like a towel or something like that won't get very small, but it won't get as tight as, say, a bandana, but it's also a lot bigger than a bandana is. But I mean, you can fold it up. It'll take up about as much as an emergency space blanket or something. Stick these in a cargo pocket, in a back pocket. I'm a big fan of paramedics pants because they got that third pocket way down by your shin. You fold this guy up and psh, right down there, good to go. I wear a size 7.5, or excuse me, 7 3/4 fitted hat, and I can tie them around my head no problem. So people are like, "Whoa, I got a big head." I got you beat, probably. Don't know if I said that in this video. I had to reshoot it because of interruptions. I really like these. I carry them all the time. They're great to have. The other scarf type things that I wear is this, which is, you can tell by the color differences that it's actually 3 of them sewn together. I like it because you can use it like a, hope I'm saying this right, a schmich or a schmig, or you see it in all the movies, and every guy that wants to be an outdoorsman has one apparently, except for me, because I'm not spending $35 on something when this was, say, 4, you know. But I mean, this guy, you can get it up here, wrap it all around you if you want, and make sure you know stay in nice and tight, or whatever you want to do if it gets cold and you need something to keep yourself warm. What I like to do a lot is actually double it over and put it on that way around my neck, and then tuck it down into my jacket. It gives me extra protection on my chest area, and that gives me that nice thick layer on the back of my neck. That is awesome. This has kept me warm, and the coldest it's been down here, even when I'm hunting, this has kept my neck warm and my head warm, for that matter. Because it can do the same thing as just one of them. You know, just by draping it over you, you can create yourself a little microclimate here, and even bring your arms up in it and stuff like that if you're really cold. But normally, if I'm going out in the wintertime, I have one of these with me too. This is a wool gun sock, I believe it's called. If I'm not mistaken, it's made to go over a shotgun or a long rifle with a scope or something like that. But I use it for a scarf because this thing is amazingly warm. I just pack it up, boom, and it keeps me warm. Bring it up, you know, up over my face to keep the wind off my face and whatnot. These, I got this. I purchased this. Excuse me, I'm starting to talk like a southerner sometimes. I purchased this at Steve's Army Surplus in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Good guy, great guy. Can't rave enough about his shop. He's always got really cool stuff in there. Check him out at I think it's fondysurplus.com. I'll try and link something in here to click and direct you there. Check them out. Awesome prices. This was like, I think it was like $5, $3 or $5, somewhere between $3 and $5. you can't beat it with a stick. It's I've used this several times, and it rolls up nice and tight like a regular scarf does, and it's surprisingly warm. It's really super stretchy too, so worst case scenario, you could use it as a sling if you needed to. Unfortunately for me, my arm is so heavy that I don't think it would work out. I mean, it rolls up to about maybe 7 inches. But yeah, another little tip, trick, hack, whatever you want to call it, brought to you from Walmart by Get Some Dirt Time. Like I said, you get 5 of them. They work great for drying dishes too. I mean, I recommend anybody. I recommend somebody have at least 1 stack of these in their house, because these things are dead handy. They work for kids' projects. You know, get you a little bit of plaster of Paris and play with it and dip it in there, or a thing of liquid starch. Put it in there, put it over a cup or something. Make little ghosts for Halloween. But as far as in the woods, man, I can't tell you how many times I've used these. I've used them for napkins. I've used them to clean my hands off after gutting a fish, or and I'm walking around and it's like, ooh, those are some nuts that I can eat. Just put them in there, tie them off, and find you a stick and straight huckleberry fin it. You know what I'm saying? They're dead useful, and you can't. I mean, they're only $5. You can't beat that price for anything. Or $5 or $6. I don't remember which one. So, this is Dustin will Get Some Dirt Time. Stay tuned, guys. Subscribe, because I'm bringing more videos as often as I can. I'm definitely gonna. You know what? I'm looking over here at my table. My table's full of mess. Next video, I'm gonna do a video on some mess kits. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching.